that you love me, even if it's fake.
Hello, my Taurus friends. How are you? What is going on? How have you been? Have you been feeling moon? I know I have. Sorry that this is a little late, as my Wi-Fi has been acting up. That full moon energy, you know how that goes. But even though, lovely car alarm. Sorry, guys. As you guys, some of you guys know, the full moon energy can last for a while, right? Usually felt most 3 days before, 3 days after, but the energy can be felt for a while. So let's go ahead. Oh, before I get started, side note, since I didn't get to go live Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday because I had to work, I will be going live sometime this weekend at night. Not sure the time or day, so I'm going to be doing my SB7 Spirit Box sessions and also tarot readings. So make sure you click that bell and get notified when I go live. With that being said, let us go ahead and get to your Taurus taroscopes. Your horoscope basically says you're a visionary Taurus. Always when I go to record, right? So you're a visionary Taurus. This, of course, is especially true with innovative Uranus traveling through your sign since March. But with the moon shaking up your ambitions in the 10th house of authority figures, career path, and legacies in the world, you're owning the spotlight like never before. Hard work certainly pays off, doesn't it? And while there's nothing wrong with celebrating your wins, the Sun, Venus, and Mars is hovering over your domesticated fourth house of home, family, and emotional foundation. It might have you craving a lot more attention and praise than usual. Remember, my Taurus friends, there's a difference between someone who is self confident and someone who's just plain arrogant. Think back of the new moon on Aquarius, or the new moon in Aquarius on February 4th, and reflect on the following. Have you been putting your heart into your professional endeavors? And have you established a healthy work versus home life balance? Remember, we did talk about that back then. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into your taroscope. So, we're going to do the Astro Dice, of course, to see what the feels are between August 15th and 31st for my Taurus friends. It looks like we're going to be dealing with the 8th house that you can't see because I don't know where the camera is. I'm so clumsy when it comes to stuff like that. So the 8th house deals with, excuse me, like showing the underbelly of any situation, right? You got to remember, it's basically telling you, remember, life is complicated. So, yeah, it's showing that basically it's your problem, what you're feeling is going to show up, basically. And it looks like we're dealing with Pisces energy. Okay. Which is all about intuitiveness, creation, being creative, romantic, even sensitive, and compassion. And it's going to be dealing with your South Node, right? Yeah. Now, the South Node experiences is basically about challenges and gifts we've brought back from our past lives. We bring in those feelings from our past lives. So, in that tells me that basically there's a problem, there's an underlying problem with that's holding you back from being intuitive and creative, maybe even romantic. Um, your compassion coming through. Some things, but you're in your comfort zone with this, being like this, but there's an underbelly problem there that's going to even show you how to be more creative, or more intuitive, romantic, sensitive, whatever you want to call it, any one of those. So it seems like some of you Tauruses are coming out and you're getting more, you're finding those problems and you're working on it. You're working on yourself to be more compassionate, I should say. So let's go ahead and get to the tarot cards. Please let me be a clear messenger for all that Taurus needs to hear, see, or know for August 15th through 31st. Let the messages come clearly, please. Thank you so much. All right. So we have general reading, home life, social life, romance, career, financial, job, work life, I should say. All right. Let's go ahead and get some advice cards for the weeks of August 15th to 31st from the Goddess cards. Please be clear. Wow. Come on, guys. All right. That one came out first. Okay. From the Archangel cards. That was my fault. That wasn't them jumping. What advice from the Archangels to my Taurus buddies here? They need to hear. Oh, come on, guys, now. Come on, now. Oh, look at that. Out of all that, only one came out. Well, two did, but we're going to go with the one. And last but not least, I have a new Oracle deck coming to you that it will add to this. But as of right now, I need a fairy to come. It's going to be with my Taurus friends for the week, August 15th through the 31st. Haha. Doesn't that tie in? All right. All right, my Taurus friends, let's go ahead and get started. So it looks like, yeah, you guys been working on yourself, huh? That must be where that, in your horoscope there, where it says hard work pays off. It looks like you guys have been working on yourself with this Hermit card here coming into play. That's about going inside yourself and working on yourself, which is awesome. You've taken some time and had some patience with that Three of Wands coming up. And you're going after desires. Some of you, at least, are going after desires with that Knight of Wands. And in doing so, in working on yourself, you're putting yourself out there. The Nine of Pentacles comes up with, which is all about rewards. So that's pretty freaking cool. See, you work on yourself and you get rewarded. That's awesome. And if it hasn't come through yet, what's going on here? How did I miss a card? Let's see. Yeah, I sure did. Oh, that one feels like two. That's why. All right, let's go ahead. I need a jumper for another social life, home life, romantic life. All right. Thank you so much. All right. So it looks like you guys have been or are going to be going through a little bit of hardship with the Ten of Wands coming out. Okay. But it has to deal with someone trying to change you. Some of you are going through, or you need to be told you are the one. You are one. That's authenticity. Don't change who you are. Okay. And it looks like with that, you holding up. I love when the Nine of Wands and the Strength card come out together, because the Nine of Wands is all about stamina. You know, keeping true to who you are. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Keeping true to who you are. And you got that Strength card behind you with fortitude. You know, so you're not changing for nobody, which is awesome. But it's always nice to hear sometimes, don't change anything about yourself, you know. But it looks like that whatever this is dealing with, and I'm not sure, I'm not getting a real clear reading on this about who's trying to change you or whatnot, but for whatever reason, their perception changes with the hanging one. And I think it's because of the fact that you're holding true to who you are. You're like, hey, this is who I am. If you don't like it, there's the door. But I do see some changes coming through in the wheel, and they're good changes, you know, because you are being who you are. You're being authentic. And there's not a lot of that in this world anymore, you know, so it's definitely it's definitely nice to see somebody standing up for who they are and, you know, being true to themselves. Okay. So it looks like in the workplace, there's somebody, because the Two of Cups come up, which is about relationships. This could be a coworker. And it looks like this coworker is basically having, they have a dependency on something. A habit, with the habit card coming up, okay? But I'm feeling like they have a problem, and it's not like, when I say a dependency, I don't mean like, it always doesn't mean like drugs or alcohol or anything like that. With the Page of Pentacles coming up, it seems like one of your coworkers, for some of you Tauruses, is having a problem with reliability. Okay? Like, they're pulling the no call, no shows. They're, you know, something's going on with them. But, and it almost seems like it's somebody in a, not a different department, but maybe a step above you. So I see you as a Page of Wands venturing about that area. Like, their yeah, blah, blah. Their reliability is not good. Okay, and you spot this. So you're like, maybe I can move up and let me venture over there and see if they need help over there. And kind of like you step up and say, hey, I know so and so didn't come into work today. Do you need some extra help? And I see you with the Three of Pentacles. That's all about mastership, okay? That's about working hard and enjoyment in your work, and you're doing production, and you're getting things done, and people are seeing that. And with that being said, look what comes next: the world, completion. Okay, so it looks like I see a promotion in your future, for you, some of you Tauruses. So keep doing what you're doing at work. Keep doing what you're doing. You're golden. For your advice, hold on one second. Sorry, I'm getting over my cold, so my voice is, my throat is a little dry at times. um, sorry. So we got Sekhmet, which is be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So, yeah, I kind of got that feeling of it's taking a toll on you doing this work thing, covering for this one person or whatnot. But it's going to bring good things. Okay? Your next advice is breathe. Archangel Raphael. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. All right. And your fairy. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even show you that. And that's Archangel Raphael. All right. And your fairy that's going to be with you is Winged Seer. You see clearly and clairvoyance. And again, I have that feeling it has to do with that work situation. She is number 12 for my numerology friends. And this is what she has to say. As so many people hide the truth, even from themselves, it can be hard to receive a visit from me because I will help you see when someone is camouflaging and half telling truths. And you will also have insight that seem to come from supernatural sources. It is as if you changed sight. You can see farther, higher, and more deeply within. You will experience flashes of the future and sudden understandings of the past, and you are able to foretell likely outcomes. I am the Eye of Ra, recreating your future, and the Adinka, the protective eye, the protective eye that watches over you while you sleep. And if you follow through on what you now clearly see, there will be illumination, victory, and wisdom. Trust that sacred sight. Wow. Wow, my Taurus friends. Sorry. Excuse me. Wow. What a message. What a message. All right. So we get to the warning from August 15th to the 31st. Get some tarot dice going. Shake them babies up. See what the warnings are. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Emperor. Okay, so what I'm taking this is, with the Page of Cups, that's all about, being inspired, but showing your emotions freely. Okay? Excuse me. Dang. The Five of Swords, or Five of Wands, is all about confrontation, objection, disruption. Five of Wands is, yeah. And the Emperor, so that's telling me somebody is trying to basically overpower you. Because the Emperor is all about sovereignty. And you're confronting that. You're showing your emotions. You're doing a good thing. You're showing. But don't get, the warning to me is don't get too enthusiastic about showing your emotions. Or what I'm seeing for some of you is because of this newfound, not wealth, but newfound, the way things are with your job and everything, you're feeling that confidence and everything. So be careful not to be overpowering with it. Okay. And I think that has a lot more, just being overpowerful too much overpowerness, you know? You know, don't let it go to your head and get that swelled head syndrome. Definitely be proud of yourself, but don't let it go to your head. With that being said, I hope you guys have an awesome week. Well, couple weeks, and I will see you back September 1st.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.
Why would it be September 1st?